An absolutely explosive first map here in the decider game for Group A. Currently, North sit 1-0 in the series after winning out Ago's map pick. Ooh,
wow, there you go.
That, didn't I? 16-14 over on Overpass. Now we head through to Inferno. How are you feeling about this one looking to the future, Niels?
Well, I've seen a 16-0 before between these two teams on Inferno going to North. I don't think it's going to be that one-sided, but I'm gonna go with my Danish boys here. I feel like they have the upper hand for this one, but they're such a fearsome opponent as well. You can never count them out.
Well, let's steer away from the Danish boys for the time being. Let's take a look at the one Spaniard in this team, Mixwell. Yes. He was impressive back on Overpass.
Yeah, definitely. He'll just wait a few weeks and then get a Danish house and passport as well. We can supply him with that. We'll gladly take this guy in. He can have dual citizenship and also still be a Spanish citizen. It's fine. We can share him. We can share him.
Yeah, we can share. That's fine. Okay. But yeah, North, they started to impress. It was a very, very slow start. But that's something you kind of said this team does quite often. Yeah. They show up, they struggle maybe the first 5-10 rounds, and then it all starts to culminate. And that was definitely the storyline here. It was really only Kirby with a groundbreaking performance early on. Then Valde, Mixwell, and AZ stepped up to join the mark. The rest of the guys all there. Over on the side of Ago, it was actually PHR and Furlan top of the board, which in my opinion, the real difference maker for here heading into Inferno is going to be Snatchy. I think we need to see him recover from that performance that he had on Overpass. Even if you think back to their CT side half when they were 8-1 up, really the only people doing anything was Furlan and PHR. Those were the guys top of the board. Furlan, he was like 12-1 at one point in time. So, when you think about the fact that he finished off the game 26-19, over the course of the next, I think probably 20 rounds, he manages 10 kills or along those lines. So, not the best performance from the rest of the guys around them. And Snatchy was the one who really comes to mind, in my opinion.
Definitely, and it was also like a night and day showing first and second half, to be honest, between the two teams, especially Mixwell, averaging on 50 ADR in the first half, really not hitting many shots, not getting the AWP that much either, and then going over to the CT side and completely exploding. We saw 2 4K rounds from him as well. I think he got up to 80 ADR or something in the end, probably averaging around 120 in that second half. Now, ready to go on Inferno. I'm gonna crack open a Monster, Harry. I'm gonna enjoy this show.
Well, fun statistic for you as we head on in to Inferno. North have bested Ago every single time they've played this map in the past. And that's in series where North has won or lost. So Ago have to try and break the trend if they want to survive to a third map. Early on, they've tagged up Valde. He's going to have to back away, and now they look to try and exit out from apartments in towards this A bomb site, but maybe not.
You'll always keep your eyes on the bomb. That's where the team is going. That's the indicator. And 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs, and a Molotov on Toa. You can see also North. They almost have this vertical line on the back of the A bomb site. They're so defensive right now. Only 1 player on B, but rotations are coming in. The second these smokes land, the third player is going to rotate in as well. Here we go. MSL to defend initially, and Kirby as well.
Kirby and MSL certainly doing a good job right now. The smokes are down, but with a 2-man advantage, they can now just sit back and wait for the rest of the gang to rotate on in. They're going to be looking good in this retake. Valde was tagged up earlier on, though. Something that could help Ago in this after the plant situation, but both these players backed away, trying to pick these fights. PHR going to pick up 1 here. The instantly trades back, and AZ's there to help out at the very end. North going to be finding the pistol here on their CT side. And that is going to be them starting this second map off. Pistol under their belt.
Yeah. One thing, if you really want to do is look at how Ago actually played this round, because the execute that they did was really, really good. I think actually with the digital pass, you can watch every single player's perspective and see through that. That's definitely something I would recommend, because then you can see how they set it up. This is one of the more simple executes onto that B bomb site, but it actually smokes off the 2 main positions, Molotovs, and flashes in. And the second you can get to a post plant on the B bomb site as a terrorist team, that's really where you want to go. So that's something that you can go home and copy. And it even works in lower level games. It's just not in pro games it actually works. Yes, they lose the round in the end, but they get to the post plant on B, and if you can get there, that's just good. Now, just pistols, of course. They got the bomb down. Got to be bringing those AKs in the next round.
Yeah, this means North are looking to take this one pretty comfortably. Nothing invested from Ago, apart from a few PT-50s spread thinly across the boys. Gruby's going to manage one, but the trades are there, and that's quick, clean, and concise the way of North. A second round for them. But now, as you highlighted, the buy going to come on in from Ago. It's rifles across the board, a little bit of utility to go alongside it.
A little bit of a bonus round. Only 2 players, but still MP9 and MP7 on North, so keeping some of that. We also saw on Overpass on that B-bomb side how effective a 2-man setup with SMGs can be for North. As 2 men held against 4. See if they can repeat that feat against the AKs of Ago.
Well, right now, there you go, working for control of the top of mid. I understand a default early on. I'm going to look to try and find some ground across the map. You can see they have a man keeping an eye on Banana. That's Furlan. He just waits to make sure that no one from North can probe too deep behind enemy lines. Now they've got control of the top of mid. What's going to be the story here for the Poles? They turn their attention back towards Banana, leaving Snatchy to hold on to top mid on his own, and he's going to do more than that. Does pick up a kill on a Mixwell, is forced away, and tagged out of 7 HP. North working to regain ground over here in mid. Oh, they bite off a little bit more than they can chew. They go peeking into everyone from the side of Ago. And MSL might even be tempted perhaps to go probing it down towards this B-bomb site as he's left alone. He goes through the smoke into the waiting moors of Furlan. And Ago will find their first round here on their T side.
Need to bring something back into this game. Found an opening at least. Now forcing the guys over at North on just pistols. As he said, and a Desert Eagle on Cabby and Valder respectively, potentially could make the difference, but not really counting too much on them. AKs of Ago surely too strong in this one, but if they can take 1 or 2 away, make sure that the economy of the T side doesn't run rampant. That's definitely the goal here, and Cabby will be deleted straight off. MSL ready for that second duel on top of first boxes. But once again, yet the bomb is still way far back. For now, they're just happy with probing in and checking out Furlan catching MSL. Constantly re-peeking there. Yes, he only has a USP, but quite some task to aim out these AKs. It's not going to be the case here.
No, and any hope of them doing much of this round is all gone risk. At this point, North is going to be focusing on the next as everyone gets finished off. They didn't put much into it. They didn't go for a heavy investment, and now they have money ripe in this round. They can get the AWPs as well. There's even a chance of running a double AWP setup, and that might be what they decide to do, but instead, no, it's rifles across the board, with the exception of Mixwell, who's on his AWP, and as we saw back on Overpass, he was certainly doing damage. That's something to keep an eye on. One thing I will note, having Mixwell coming into this kind of makes it a bit more interesting, playing with a stand-in. Inferno could be a trickier map for it, although then again, Overpass tactically is also one where he might struggle.
Yep.
I do think seeing how he fares on the T side, where the AWP becomes kind of a little bit less viable, going to be interesting how that stacks up. You imagine as a result, you might even see someone like Snatchy take a bit of a hit for frags in this first half. AWPing T side Inferno is something that few AWPers can do that well.
Also, one thing that I'd like to note is Toa had quite a quiet first map, but now he's coming back and he has 4 frags.
Well, speaking of coming back in, look at Ago as they try to rear their head once again over here towards A. Snatchy managing 1. It's Valda up in the graveyard. They try and keep this populated with the bodies of his enemies. Mixwell rounding the corner from Library. This is the shot the second time around, and now they know that Valda's down here in the pit. They can duck and weave and head in towards B. Snatchy trying to cut off the rotation. Just misses the timing onto Valde, but he's gotten by for the time being. And once again, timing's not on his side. Now the pressure falls to Groovy. But you can see he's gone rotating back.
That flash was so nice as well. Just to make him think for another second. And Valde's like, oh, bomb's been planted? Oh, okay. I know what's up now. Nice play there by Snatchy, using the position to basically win the round. Secured, so they don't even have to take a duel against Valde. And then the flashbang from Groovy to sell the push through CT. So another round for Ego. Really nice to see them come back into this game. And Ego is one of those teams as well who I feel like the open circuit DreamHack are running, it's a place for them to kind of grow as well, because they've been on the up and up for a while now, and they're at a level now where they are competing with teams that are in the top 15, in the top 10. North technically in the top 10 as of right now, so this is where they need to be, and this is the practice that they need to get online. And a practice that will be hard to get anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, Ego definitely, you know, I'd say the best team in Poland right now. And one of the things is you always feel like, you know, there are some situations where maybe VP get an easier time getting invited to events than Ego do. And you know, that's kind of where you're bang on. You know, this is the practice that Ego need, and it's also where they look to prove that they are the best team in Poland right now as well. It's going to get finished off. Toa and Groovy finding kills. Easy's going to manage one, and we know this man is keen with the pistols. An AK now to retrieve down in mid.
And that's actually another interesting topic to discuss while we're going to watch AC attempt to 1v4 this, which is definitely not possible. Apart from VP, who are of course far away from the level that we want them to be at and the level that they have been at in the past, Kinguin and Ego are actually looking really strong. Ego, yes, of course, we see them here, but Kinguin, a team that's not here right now, but still exists in this Polish scene lately, has been doing very well with the addition of Taz coming over from VP. So I feel like even though their strongest brand and their strongest team is at a disadvantage right now, the Polish scene is actually quite healthy. XCOM as well. Another lower ranked team who are interested.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much from them, but yeah, it's a weird one though. I don't know what I'd rather have. You know, a healthy Polish scene with a couple of teams that can do quite well, or you know, the VP of old. I think for me, I would still love to have the VP of old.
Yeah, it's something that they discussed on desk as well. I can't remember if it was Chad or Blair who kind of put it up there. After this major, probably going to be some roster moves in the Polish scene. Some players are going to get dropped, some players are going to get picked up on different teams. And to be honest, I can't wait for that, because I feel like for the grand storyline of CS, we need a strong Polish team, because they have been around and as a scene very healthy and a big part of the history of Counter-Strike for so long. So hopefully Ego can be a part of that.
Well, we're into a buy round now for either side regardless. AWP going to be out over on Mixwell. He is going to be holding with that over here towards short. Usually quite common to see the AWP try and get set up on Banana with that AWP, but instead he's playing it here at 8. There you go, about to go running in towards B. Set piece, they throw out the Molotov for Oranges. Ferlin with the pre-fire up to MSL on that boost, so that gets toppled early. So many teams neglecting to do what Ferlin just did. Sometimes forget about that little boost, but sadly did not. PHR going to manage one more, and it's a 3v5. At this point, if you're North, you already want to back away and say Valde's retreated. Mixwell and AZ aren't moving off of A. It's going to be a 5th round now for the Poles, and I tell you what, coming into this, you look at how North have bested Ego every single time they've played this map. Maybe, just maybe, Ego finally going to break that curse here on Inferno. That said, if you recall, very, very slow start for North on Overpass. Is this just going to be more of the same here on Inferno?
These two teams have played each other 3 times on Inferno in 2018, and all 3 have been victories for North. The latest one was the closest one, that was in at DreamHack Summer, which still ended up as 16-10. The two others were 16-0 and 16-4 for North. And as you said, could be a slow start.
Pause called on in. North the ones to take it. Something clearly is not working out the way that they would like. Currently, top of the board going to be Valda and Mixwell, but no one really showing up in spades yet. Of course, it is still early days, but they are on that CT side. And already Ago with really what you'd consider to have a decent T side half, kind of around about, I'd say 5-6 rounds, but they're already there.
One thing.
So I was going to say, chance once again. I mean, this is the one downside to the CT side being that much more expensive, right? You have North in a situation now where every time they lose around, they have to eco the next, and they buy. Then, this is how you can very quickly surge ahead if you are Ago. And they're keeping the rounds pretty clean as well. They're going to be able to dodge resets for quite some time over on the T side. Oh my goodness, lots of utility over here on Banana, but it hasn't yielded very much. In fact, Toe has found the first. That is so much money wasted down on Banana, doesn't lead to anything, and Mixwell now is all that stands between Ago and this A-bomb site. They're wrapping around through long, the bomb's at the short position. Mixwell, the stand-in, the Spaniard, gonna be tested down in the pit. Players on all sides, and Mixwell in with two. There's the no-scope, he's still fighting. As he locks in the third, he's not gonna go down. They tested him and he prevailed. Snatchy left in a 1v4. Hiding in this smoke. He does dispatch of Mixwell. Still so many players left to deal with. The bomb down and out in the open. And a 1v4, now 1v3 needed from Snatchy. He's been spotted, they know where he is. The jiggle peek in from short was MSL to spot it. Smoking off Snatchy, he's gonna try. Going through, that's risky business. Throws in the Molotov. As we say, they can dodge the resets for a while, so anything he can take away from North, he knows is worth its weight in gold. Shots rallying through. Snatchy just waits. Now we're going to start to peek into this. A man down in the pit. That's MSL. Has to deal with AZ. Snatchy taps down some more, and it's Kiyomi left in a 1v1. Snatchy rounds the corner, and he's going to get it done. 4 kills. Mixwell, try as he might, can't keep North in that round. The 3K from pit, you imagine, was enough, but my goodness, Snatchy puts Ago on his back, and he hauls them onto a 6th round. What a roller coaster that was, Risk.
A 6th round from a sick round there from Snatchy. This is absolutely insane. Look at the taps coming in from him. That 1v1 in the end, pressured on time as well. That is a next level clutch from Snatchy. One thing to remember as well, the last time that North played this map at this LAN event, that was when they had that terrible start against Giants, where they lost the first 7 rounds, and then they came back. That was also when they were on the CT side, so there's definitely something to it when they start on this CT side. They're very slow starters, and this is where they need to put pressure on. They need to keep this going. We saw they started well out on Overpass as well, this exact same setup. And then they kind of ran out of gas halfway through. And they cannot afford to let that happen once again. Mixwell with the Swag 7, of course. They'll try and earn some money.
Well, let me tell you, highlighted Snatchy as someone to keep your eye on for this series. He really didn't deliver over on map 1, but he's certainly stepping up to the plate here on Inferno, and that's exactly what Ago are going to need. That was one of the things that you and I pointed out heading into this. We needed to see him recover, and hasn't been able to AWP on the T side, but that's because he's been doing just fine with the rifle. Currently sits top of the board after that 1v4 in the previous round.
Yeah, that's very nice when you have an AWPer who can also bring impact when not having the AWP. That's a big problem for some of the best in the game. Think about the Kenny S's and the Guardians who, when not on the AWP, or when specifically a side, let's say a T side on Inferno, where you can't really get the AWP that much, it doesn't really work that well, they're getting pressured, and they need to step it up on the CT side. Snatchy now showing that he can do both things, both rifle and AWP.
Well, let's push coming back in towards A. It's been so good for Ego in these last few rounds, but this time AZ ducking and weaving around this smoke, trying to use it to his advantage. Man trap round up onto him, though it's snatching. Oh, here's Mixwell, Mag 7, so much to do. Players all around, the shotgun trying to prevail at range. Gonna have to go in with the USP. Mixwell, he's not so good over on A, and he's denied the bomb plant. Oh, what a round. They hold on, North managing a third. And it's that man on your screen right now that's locking it down over on A. This is his territory and no one can touch it. As far as he's concerned, he will burn to the ground defending it if he has to. This round was a key example of that. And it was this kill, the denial of that bomb plant, that really cemented that round for North.
And PHR, no way of expecting him to run through that smoke, because that's not something you usually do in high pressure round like that. But Mixwell senses the weakness and just runs in with a Mag 7. Perfect from him. Keep it going here. Kirby to the bottom of Banana, but Fairlands there doubles up. MSL and Kirby both down.
And now it's AZ. Gonna pluck PHR from the air. It's behind Sandbag's playing the bait and switch with Mixwell, but he might not even need Mixwell. Now they double peek into this, and Grooby's doubled down, finds himself, it was a 1v3, now turned 1v1. And Valda, 8 HP and a dream. Grooby still with a Molotov, 2 flashbangs, everything seemingly going his way. This would be phenomenal from Valda if he holds on to this round, but it's not gonna happen. Grooby deletes him, and there you go, Soldier on forward onto a 7th.
That was a sick round coming out from Grooby. I think that was actually a 1v3. Got those 2 kills from Banana, and then the one where you won in the end.
The implications of it are massive as well. I mean, that's the reset onto North. They're having to force buy down into this round. CZ, Steegs, a little bit of utility spread thinly. Mixwell saving so he can grab the AWP. There you go, though, looking to try and break their curse, looking to try and best North on a map that so far North remain undefeated on versus this Ago lineup.
And this is the best they've looked ever on Inferno against North. Big chance for them to get something back in this best of 3. Right now should also be one of the easier times, but you can never really know on Counter-Strike with the CZ and the Desert Eagle especially. CZ being the more irritating of the 2. Everything can happen. Double stack on long. One player on towards short. Mitchell trying to go for the Deagle shot. MSL will be plucked on Banana. But refrag coming in from Kirby. 1 for 1. Rotation's not coming in. Valdez in the boost position. Will not get it. Snatchy takes it away from him. Now the bomb. Keep your eyes on it. That's going to be where the push goes eventually. And this is going to be Banana. There's only one player on this bomb site. Kirby with 7 HP. The same number on the back of his shirt. The same number of bullets in the chamber. Let's see what he can make happen.
Through that smoke for one shot. That's all it takes to topple him. AZ Mixwell. Can't really look to do too much here. Snatchy goes pressuring Mixwell on Banana, picks that up. AZ, while he's good for 1, now they know where he is. They've got this man's address, and he's retrieved an AK. Quite a bit of damage. Yeah, Toa picks it up. You can see they were setting up to play that just for the bomb plant, really. I mean, the peak comes through, and then they deal with him. That will be the 8th round for Ago.
A bit tense here. I go with a chance of bringing home the map choice of North, which of course would bring us to the 3rd and final map, the deciding map in the deciding game, which is Train.
This should be a slaughter. Yeah, they try and rush down mid, try and catch Egg off guard. Doesn't really work out, but you know, you weren't expecting too much. It's vanilla pistol, sorry, for the most part. USPs and P2Ks. I think AZ was the only man with anything, and he does manage 1 kill. There's nothing to write home about, though. There's so much money on this Polish side. Same cannot be said for North. This is something we spoke about early on. Chain together rounds on the T side if you can do it. You can keep that CT side economy down low.
Doing well so far, Go. Taking their own chance back into the game. Aggressive on Banana. North. Spraying through the smoke, taking map control. PHR down to 12 HP, so already now they posted up a player on the Banana. One has rotated back, and now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for the 4-1 split, leaving one player aggressive on Banana and rotating the others towards the A-bomb site, which indeed is the case. He even has a secondary smoke to put down at the bottom here, MSL. The second he sees some kind of movement, he puts down the smoke and then rotates back to the side course for backup. Playing for information, definitely the right play to make right now for North. So Go to answer back, and we know they can. The firepower on this team is on point.
Smoke going to start to dissipate, and that's where Furlan looks to find his entry. MSL left to anchor down this B-bomb site, and he's about to get tested. Just as he pulls off of jumping for info over the half wall, they do start to progress up through Banana, and that means he's going to be left standing here alone. You look at his utility belt as well, just throws down that smoke. That's going to cost him time. There's going to be about 20 seconds left on the clock when this fades. So Ego going to be pressured to try and make something happen here. They go pushing on through. They managed to find MSL though, and now it's a 4-on-4 in the post plant. The bomb looks to go down. Kirby going to get boosted up. Maybe he can deny this. Yes, he can. That's the bomb dropped. And Snatchy trying to snatch this round back. Quick double on him. And he just keeps on giving. 4 kills, 1 off of the ace. Valde might even offer it up as he rotates in through CT. What a recovery from Snatchy. My goodness, he might have been absent back on overpass, but here on Inferno, he is turning up the heat. Valde's left playing the flower pot position. Great position to play. It's really hard to spot a defending player, a CT player rather, from this angle. Snatchy might be bloodlusting a bit for the ace. Currently top of the board for Ego. 18 kills to his name.
That's insane from him. That's really what we need and what he needs, what the team needs. Another round. Go to the Polish side, and this man here on the camera, definitely the hero. First one into the bomb site, goes straight into ruins, picks up 2, and then challenges for the 3rd one as well. 4 in total. 10 rounds on the board for a go now. Once more, forcing the economy of the CT side down. Desert Eagles, 1 USP and Mixwell, of course. As always, saving that money so he can get it all later on in the game, and Valde with the saved AK-47. Gets Scrooby to begin with, so this ain't gonna be an easy round.
I'm gonna try and target top of Banana, and that's a decision Kirby's certainly gonna come to regret as he gets beheaded. It's actually currently with 128 ADR. So he's having a fantastic game. Comparing that to, I think, 60 ADR back on overpass. Yeah, he's going to be leading the charge towards this B-bomb site. Now there is just one man here. That man is Mixwell. Only with a USP, already not expecting much. He's able to hide away for a bit, but not long enough. 11-3. And I tell you what, I'm pretty sure this is the map as well that North were able to 16-0 Ego on at one point in time.
16-0 and 16-4 and 16-10 are the last 3 times these teams played Inferno. So,
yeah. I mean, what a sweeping turnaround it's been from Ego. As we've kind of kept saying, they've never bested North on this map before. And after how it overpass ended, the fact that it was Ego's game to give away, I thought the momentum would have been drained from the Poles heading back into this. Although, could not be more wrong. A chance at a 12-3 CT side. And oh my goodness, Furlan through the smoke, going to open things up. Looking good at their chances. I mean, I'm going to say a fantastic T-side. It already is a downright phenomenal T-side, but making it that much sweeter.
It's also something that I've been wanting to see from a go as well, like this kind of ability to keep the confidence going even though you're in high-pressure situations, like losing your first map choice and going on the opponent's map where you haven't had good times on ever, but still managing to keep it high and keep it going now. Kjaerbye not going to get anything. Will just get his death, and Furlan just rolls on in. Mixwell will have to save now. Takes down Snatchy, but surely they're going to hunt.
Last shot of the half risk.
Oh,
so
okay.
He's going to try and go for it.
I can't tell time, and I can't tell numbers either.
Just struggling with the old digits today. Oh, Mixwell. We know he likes the AWP. But only good for 2. He's going to get dropped. Top of the board once again, though, right now for North. Really the only man showing that much promise in this map. 3-12 in favor of Ego at the end of this first half. That means the pistol round will almost certainly secure their fate if they manage to win it and convert the anti-ecos. That would take them up to a 15-3 scoreline if the bomb does not go down. At that point, they need 1 solitary round, and they're moving into the CT side, the more favored of the 2. We can start to see the AWP bought out, perhaps on Snatchy, but he's like so good with the rifle, I don't even know if he'd want to do that right now.
One thing to note as well, the last 3 best-of-3s they've played have all gone to the 3rd map, these 2 teams. So this is just playing into the kind of storyline that is between Ego and North. They're so well matched. They can even take each other's maps. Doesn't matter. Now North, they need this pistol, as you said. They need to get some momentum going to get Mixwell hyped up. Kjaerbye, AC, Valde all need to be firing on the cylinders, on the keyboards. So lockdown they go if they want to have any chance of taking it on Inferno. Last map is Train. Going to be looking forward to that if that happens. Let's see now. Toa with Kit 2 flashes, no smoke on the CT side. Early control on Banana.
They look to make that a priority. They want to try and hold on to this. And there's PHR to find the opener with the pistol. Now with the man advantage, the CTs can just back away, knowing they'd be pretty comfortable wherever North do decide to head. Gonna now look for a tremendous individual effort from the North boys to get back into this round. And smoke up on Valde. Smoke for Mixwell is retrieved off of MSL's body, so now they can at least go to smoke off Coffins and CT, and that's gonna facilitate this play. But with a man boosted in the form of Toa, he's gonna be able to peek on over the top of that smoke, finds Kjaerbye. And now Furlan tapping them down as they go walking into his crosshair. AZ does manage the trade back. Toa, for the time being, applies the brakes. Going to wait for the rotation from the rest of the guys to come through. Mixwell tries to take the fight. And now AZ pressured. Snatchy finds him, and it's going to be, there you go, winning the pistol. 13-3, that bomb did not go down, so a force buy likely to come in here from North, and that will be the case.
Let's see, some money left on the bank account here for North. Interesting choice. Let's see where it takes them. 2 MP9s on the CT side. 2 for Masters and a UMP. I'll go. What's the play now, North? Is this the apartment explosion? Could be it. Still just setting up. No one's attempting anything so far. Just now beginning to take control over the T side of apartments. MSL making noise towards Banana just to keep them on their toes. Maybe force some utility out as we see here. And Picha, he's ready with an aid. He knows what's coming. Might be a tad too early. If he threw that 3-4 seconds later, he would have hit the whole explosion crew. And it definitely will be that. Here we go.
Yeah, here comes North charging in. Grooby's going to be tested. They know that he's here. So many players dropping down. It's Mixwell once again to find the opener. That's a famous gain. It's on the back of AZ. No one with armor over on the side of North. Means Aim Punch going to play into this, though, as they look to try and put that to good use. Oh, PHR catches a nade and then a bullet. Eating a couple of magnets for breakfast, perhaps. Toa going to manage one back. Snatchy tries to pressure the man down in pit, but Defamus claims a life. Now, just 2 SMGs on Furlan and Toa left to keep Ego in this round around. never should have gone against them when you saw how much North put into it. Now, Easy still doing damage with this famous peek in the headshot angle. This is going to be a North round all day long. Toa has to back away in this 1v3. And even then, doesn't manage to get away with his life. North, they hold on, they find a fourth. They're going to live to fight another day.
Such an impressive round. Like, this shows you the power of a set play in Counter-Strike. When you have those smokes ready, you can do the palace explosion, just all drop into pit, and take pit control. And they held it for like 20 seconds or something. But they still kept their nades, so that they knew the second, okay, we spot this guy on the back corner of the bomb site, we can double nade him. Take a page out of Astralis' book. Get that utility damage in there. Just a great round in general from North, but Ago still very much in the lead. We need plenty of more of that from North, just to be close to challenging these Polish players. Snatchy will be challenged, down to 2 HP.
Toa playing with his food over here towards the B-bomb site. Just toying with them. There's a little bit of utility up on Ego. Toa still has that smoke for the push in towards B. If they do try and go for it, he can look to try and smoke off the angle and then play close with the CZ. So that will buy Ego time. The rest of the utility going to be on the back of Groovy, so that won't really get to play into this round all too much, at least not. Not right now, that gets thrown out down in mid. When that smoke fades, there's going to be about 30 seconds left on the clock, so still time for North to exploit. They've got plenty. They start to throw their utility in now. Mixwell leading the charge. There's a man behind Fountain who hasn't been spotted. He's got undetected for the time being, but Naldet get a dispatch of him. This should be North finding their fifth. There you go, backing away to save. Going to hold on. The armor, the CZs, the scouts. To live to fight another day.
Go. Now need another slow round as well. It's not going to be home stretch for them anytime soon. But that's also one of the things you have to bring with you as well. If you have such a big lead, 13-4, you know, okay, we only need 3 rounds. Saving here and even doing a double save just to make sure that you can get the double op setup, you can get all the utility you want, the perfect setup. You have the rounds, so you can do that. It's not a risk yet, but it's only if they keep giving rounds away, it will be. But I'm definitely going to wait until we see that first buy round from Ago, that first real buy round, before I'm going to doubt them. Right now, it's still very much in their part of the court. Gonna go for anything here. A couple of C-sets, the saved UMP 45. Just to bring money into the next one.
You know that North are a big fan of these comebacks. This one, though, going to be even more grand than what they did on Overpass. Right now, going to be afforded. You can imagine they find a sick there. I say afforded a sick. There is still the armor and such carried forward from that previous round on the side of A. So they have a bit more to work with, but as they've stacked B, North heading towards A. And this is going to be them finding a sixth. If you're Ago, you just stay inside of that B-bomb site. Don't even bother rotating players around. Don't give the money over to North. And most importantly, hold on to the armor. The UMP gives you that much more to work with into the next round.
One thing that I like as well from North in this round is they know they're up against probably just a couple of pistols, but they're still being very meticulous, going through every single part of the strat book, just placing down the Molotov, the smokes, even though they haven't seen anyone and know they're up against potentially just pistols. Still going through all the pages, making sure that Ago can't steal anything away from them. And that's always nice to see teams who have that kind of discipline to not just go in. Ruby will look to save this UMP 45. He will be taken out though. Kirby with a frag, and now 6 rounds on the board for North. Halfway there almost.
Halfway there almost. So
that's a good sentence.
That is, I like it, Risk. I'm a big fan.
You know that English language?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Sometimes I'm good at it.
Yeah, I can't speak a word of Danish, so I can't bash you too much.
You're better than me in Spanish, though. So
I can say like
that.
3 things.
Yeah, that's more than my 2.
I can say, where's the library? That's the iconic. Obviously, that was in English. I don't feel like I have to allude to that, but yeah. Here's the buy coming in from Ego. You'd love to see it. Going to be rifles almost across the board. Toa actually takes a hit, grabbing an MP9. Affords him that much more utility, but an important thing to note, no defuse kits brought up. Toa has the money to grab one.
Yeah, I
hope he does. Otherwise, I'll be eternally triggered.
Yeah, this is what surprises me right now, because I felt like they could have done another C-set Deagle buy and then had the double op set up. The problem is, if they lose this round right now, the money's not going to be looking very good.
Okay, he went back and bought one. Never mind. Sorry.
Harry's happy. But yeah, this is them believing in this buy here. And I would way more like to have Snatchy on that orb, to have everyone on M4s, to have more than 1 kit for Ego. Let's see what they can get out of it. It's a high risk, high reward play. Furlan on the edge of it, but Toa picks up the 2 with the MP9.
Nice trade back from Mixwell. Has to go deep into CT to grab that bomb, but he's been allowed to get across. Now the smoke comes through from Valde, but that's too deep, and Snatchy's already up past it. The bomb goes down, and we're going to need to see a massive performance once again from Mixwell, but he's provided us with so many of these today. The bomb down.
AC in this corner.
He goes too far forward, tries to retrieve the AK. It's Mixwell looking to hold his own. Players closing in, utility doing so much damage. Tagged down to 4 HP. PHR going to finish him off. The defuse will come through, and Ego locking in a 14th round. Managed to hold on and overthrow the joint. Danish and Spanish forces inside of that B-bomb site.
Definitely high reward here. Bringing weapons into the next round, even bringing in an AK. Getting some economy rolling, now AWP is on Snatchy. And they're on 14, so this couldn't be any better for a go. North, of course, still money in the bank. They can still buy this. But I feel like if they lose this North, then this map is over. So key round coming in. With both teams on money, this is where CS gets perfect, but MSL through the smoke. Toa just overextending a bit for that early map control.
That's a decision he's going to come to regret. Snatchy decides he wants to give a peek down Banana a go. And getting it flashed off the angle, does go back. The Molotov's all raiding in to force him away. Hasn't feigned out a rotation yet from Ego. They know that Snatchy can look to hold his own here with the AWP, meaning the remaining 3 players inside of this A-bomb site now look to try and... I was going to say hold back the coming tide of North, but they turn their attention once again back towards B. Old habits die hard. North, big fans of the B-bomb site, heading over here. Try and find success once again. You can see on your mini-maps, Furlan starting this early rotation round as they hear the gunfire erupting on Banana.
They have no utility left, I go. Look at all the smokes and the nades, and not the nades, but the Molotovs on the side of North. And after making noise towards Banana, the bomb is now heading towards mid. This is the fake play. See if PHR and his brother in the pit are ready.
Garubi. First peek out to Mixwell, doesn't want to go back to that. There's only 15 seconds, they've dropped the bomb, and PHR just has to stay alive now. Oh my goodness, he drops everybody, PHR. That flick on Uazy was dirty, I didn't even catch it. That was fluid, and Ego going to be reaching map point here, 15-6. They want to try and take us through to train map number 3. They might have given away their map pick on Overpass.
That,
look at that boom.
Is insane.
Oh. Didn't have, I don't think he had head armor, right? Because he goes down straight away and there's no dink sound. There's no, you know, little metal tint that you normally get. But North now force buying down what they can. Snatchy this time's rotated over here towards A, and he might get tested early on in mid as they've detected the AWP. Smokes go down, and North gonna flash themselves through, look to push in towards A. Snatchy could get caught off guard here, manages the first to MSL, more players coming his way. offering the arch. It's Groovy in the meantime, deep within the pit to do damage. Snatchy, barrel to barrel, tip to tip with Kirby, and he drops him. While Valde manages one, it's a 1v4 that will be required, and it's just not happening. That's the game, going to be the round, sorry, going the way of AGO as they pick up this map. Managed to close it out, 16-6, taking us through to map number 3.
What do you know, Harry? The game between these two that always goes to map 3, of course, will go to map 3 here as well. It's a repeat of summer and many more tournaments before that. They go, they've brought this all the way down to Train.
They have indeed, at which point I think this now becomes anyone's game. Both these teams have had commanding performances. North on Overpass looked very, very good in the latter stages of the game. Oh my goodness, AGO, what a way to break the curse. What a way to finally best a team on a map that they've always beat you on.
Definitely, and also beat you handedly, 16-0, 16-4 in the past. And yeah, really good job from AGO. Really looking forward to see how Train plays out. We're going to take a small break and be back with Train. See you then.